Hey, what's up, guys? So today I'm gonna try something different. So in this video, you're basically just gonna see me fix my closet for the time being. So however long this takes, it'll I'll like do like a runtime thing. Essentially, I'll just be doing this in real time while you guys just watch. So it's a little something different. So enjoy.
Land ownership is a sensitive issue that causes racial tension. Most new black farmers who benefited from land reform also don't have resources. Zimbabwe used to be called the breadbasket of Africa. The government hopes better security of tenure for black and white farmers could help the economy grow.
And still ahead on counting the cost, it's accessories rather than the actual phones creating a buzz at the World Mobile Congress in Spain, taking their own latest program. Let's look now at the latest in the economic story that affects us all and just doesn't go away. Oil. Different location this time though. It's Houston, Texas, the oil capital of the United States, which is host to the kind of Davos of the energy world. Executives and leaders of oil-producing nations gathered to talk about that global glut in oil that has pushed prices to record lows. And one of those leaders, a very important player from here in the Middle East, John Henry has one.
The last time the Saudi oil minister saw the Houston skyline was after the global economic crash of 2008.
Oh, Dad, only invite me in a private.
Now he's back. Outlook for later. Many oil companies would like to see a coordinated cut in production. Relying consciously borrowed from Wall Street. Breathe. Relax. His kid. He offered reassurance to an industry in crisis.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
Cash all folks
All right. Let's see. What's next here? I have a bunch of crap. My my disabled shoe. I was gonna put this here because I don't need it anymore. What the fuck is this?
Saudi Arabia against Russia and Venezuela to freeze prices
Cool beans.
in January.
Cool beans. Cool beans. So, let's see. Got so much shit here, as you can hear. And this is gonna have to go on another back. I don't know if I can fit more shit here. No, I can't. Well, maybe can I? Can I? Let's see. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can. This might be the last for this one. Okay, so this one's done. Let me tie this shit up. So my help with those stairs.
Sometime next year. Dat we willen een optie sustainable oil prices over 100 barrels.
Another down forecast and a long dry spell for oil.
Meanwhile, Nigeria's president was also talking oil when he made a week-long trip to Saudi Arabia to meet with Salman. Oil prices and market stability were high on Mohammed Buhari's agenda, especially given Nigeria's struggling to really
Okay. Wait, I thought I had another bag. Let's check.
And what we're seeing is the government policies
No, I
that are
know.
coming out are in line with the government record,
Ah.
and that's moving in the direction of more industrialization, more local investment. And that's
The only one, eh? The only one. What the fuck is this? Okay, well, I don't really wear this that often, so I'm just gonna put this.
when prices are low, it's the time to invest, so that when prices go back up, we have the infrastructure ready to provide the services.
But what can you do in the short term about the fact that there's less and not as much money without
Okay, alright. Alright, let's see what else is here. God, there's so much shit in here. Look at that, so much shit in here. Okay, what the fuck is this? Okay, this is not gonna, this is leaving. They don't know what the fuck this is. I'm putting this here because this is not, what's the word? And this, I mean, I don't mind putting this somewhere else. What's this? Okay, well, I think this is Jose's, if I remember correctly. Yes.
I think the currency issue has been misinterpreted. The vast majority of Nigerians do not care really what the exchange rate is. The vast majority of Nigerians can't afford to import goods from abroad. Where the devaluation debate has relevance is in the areas of industrialization. It affects the middle class. It affects
If I'm being honest.
the middle class is enormously important. So what we want to see is how the government is going to ensure
See, this, I don't even know what the fuck.
how are they going to make sure that we have access to those? And let's be clear, there are enough dollars in Nigeria. It's just a matter of
See, this is already like fucking like destroyed and shit.
in the right place. In the past, when the oil prices were very high and the market was flooded with dollars, from what we can see now, a lot of those dollars weren't spent in the right place. So the government is high hasn't really been Nigeria's problem. Nigeria's problem has consistently been how that money is applied. And from what we've seen of government policy so far, and from what we've seen of companies in the private sector that are now coming to the fore, real companies, real private sector,
And this,
that whatever dollars made available are going to be spent on investments in long-term
see, this is old. See, this I want to just give away. Just put it there. Now, as far as clothes, that's about it. You know, I'm trying to focus on clothes and I'll just do this shit. God, this is gonna be a nightmare. This is about to turn to a nightmare. And then,
coming from a company that has dollars in Nigeria, I'd have to say
I think that's in terms of clothing. I think that's about it. As far as
they put a budget together and that budget has
this.
the deficit, by the way, is
Well, this I'll just put it here because I might need this.
rather than
And now let's go through the
going
now let's go through the belt cycle and see what's up.
of making those investments, instead of even spending the money.
Okay, let's start with this shit right here. See, like look at this. So you guys see, this is in such bad shape. This is in horrible shape, dude. Like I'm better off just donating this. Yeah. This is in such poor shape. So this goes here. This is shit. I don't know what the fuck to do. And then if I go here, see that? Okay, like these type of shirts. Not that I don't like. It's just I can never see myself wearing these. You know. So these would probably go into storage. I mean, until I figure out which one I give these away to or whatnot. And then this. This is also a shirt that I don't see myself wearing either. It's not my style. Not my style at all. So I'll put this here. But I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm just gonna put that there for now. And then these two also are not shirts that I really see myself wearing. So these two will go here. And what else? And these, for example. Shit. Well, let me see this though.
Accessories rather than the actual devices are the things that are creating the buzz. Science and technology has the time.
See, with this one was just close to. See, it's already ripped. So I'm just gonna put this here. This is 5.
For years, mobile phone makers have enjoyed golden times. Year-on-year increases in sales as billions around the world bought smarter and smarter phones. But now the industry is under pressure.
Went through a decade of innovation, from candy bar phones to flips to sliders. There was always a reason to upgrade. That's starting to diminish. You get software updates on your devices, getting that they last longer.
You know what? I'm just gonna put this here for now. It's okay. That's fine. This right here. This doesn't really fit me anymore. I don't think I like this. I don't really see this fitting me anymore. This is like a small ass. But I mean, it is a good jacket, but it's not something that I could wear anymore. So for now, I mean, it's not like bad enough to just throw it away. I like these. This is a good jacket, but again, it's not a jacket that I see myself wearing. So I'm just gonna put this here. Okay, then here comes quite a few here. Like I see, the reason these I won't throw away is because they're like what's it called? See, these are like good. So when I put this in this bag here, not throwing it away. Essentially, what this is just put them like in storage, like in a place where it won't be in my room, you know. But I'll still be here somewhere. Then this shit, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this, to be honest. I might throw this one away. But let me make a quick inspection. I have to look for any like discolorment, disfigurings, stuff like that. So let's see. Let's see what this thing has. See, this one is kind of tough. Because on one hand, we want to throw it away. You know what? I'm gonna keep this here. Just, for now. Just because I still have no idea how to do that. And this is another kind of a good jacket. So I'm just gonna put this. Dang. Yes, I have a lot of stuff that what's it called? I can't fit any more stuff in here. So that's okay. That's alright. So, in the meantime, let me just write this shit down. Don't throw away. Okay. in big letters. I'll be back.
Hello, I'm Sami Zaidan. This is Counting the Cost on Al Jazeera, your weekly look at the world of business and economics. This week, Venezuela, a crisis that's downsizing body weight as well as the economy. People take to the streets as food shortages take a bite out of their diet. But will Venezuela default on its debt? Also this week, United Airlines sparks an outcry over its heavy-handed approach to offloading a passenger. We'll look at how customers use the power of social media to fight back. Plus, how cacao farmers in Ecuador are unwrapping the key to success by targeting the quality end of the global chocolate market. Well, they call it the Maduro diet. People in Venezuela can't get access to food and are suffering from malnutrition on a widespread level. Well, over the past year, 74% of Venezuelans lost an average of 8.7 kilos in weight, and they're blaming the populist government of President Nicolas Maduro. Venezuela's economic meltdown just keeps getting worse, and anger is growing with a president who's failing to meet the people's most basic needs. Teresa Bo reports.
Another day of protests in Caracas. Again, opposition supporters took to the streets on Monday to protest against the economic crisis and what they say is the dictatorship of leftist President Nicolás Maduro.
Okay. Let me put something else on, because I have a bunch of Venezuela videos on YouTube, but I know that's not really interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and search something else. Aha! There we go. Cool. I love this episode. So I'm gonna put AVGN like on, not repeat, but like where that's all it plays, just play those episodes. So this should be a lot better now. There you go.
It's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd. When you turn on your TV, make sure it's tuned to channel 3. He's got a nerdy shirt and a pocket pouch, although I've never seen him write anything down. He's got a power glove and a filthy mouth, armed with his every will tear these games down. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd. He plays the worst games of all time. Horrible abominations of mankind. They make him so mad he can spit or say cowabunga. Cow a fucking piece of dog shit. They rip you off and don't care one bit. But this nerd, he doesn't forget it. Why can't a turtle swim? Why can't I land a plane? They gotta quit up for this shitload of fuck. The characters' names are wrong. Why the password so long? Why don't the weapons do anything? He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. The game sucks so bad he makes makes up his own words. He's the angriest, most pissed off gaming nerd. He's the angry Atari, Amiga, CDI, ColecoVision, Television, Sega, Neo Geo, TurboGrafx, CC, Odyssey, 3DO, Commodore, Nintendo nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
Hey, you still don't own a Sega CD? What are you waiting for? Nintendo to make one? You have seen the games, right? Wrong answer, man. Show 'em. Wow, it's like you get to play the games on a CD. Check out the graphics. Full motion video, opposed to video that isn't full motion. 64 simultaneous colors, 12.5 megahertz processor. Holy shit, this thing is total fucking garbage. How would you like it if I conduct the rest of the video like this? Full motion video, my ass. I'd rather it be full fucking screen. So this is the Sega CD. It's a load of ass. You just pop it in the side of the Genesis like some deformed Siamese twin or something. You ever see Basket Case? Oh, whatever. So you put the fucking game in, and oh, guess what? It runs off of its own power adapter. Yeah, that's two. One for the Genesis and one for the Sega CD. If it can't run off the same power, why couldn't it just be its own independent system? Instead, it's like a fucking parasite or something. Then there's this problem, the load time. Load of shit. You can go dump your ass in the time it takes. So if you're gonna play the Sega CD, grab a beer and be patient. So this is what a typical Sega CD game looks like. This one's called Ground Zero Texas.
Four particle beam disruptors with limited
Great
energy
game, huh?
capacitors.
It's not even like playing a game. It's like watching a movie. A bad movie. So every once in a while you get to shoot people behind haystacks. All you do is just drag your crosshairs across the screen and try to kill them.
Let's see some firepower. I am personally going to call headquarters and find out what hole they dug you out
A
of.
hole in your ass. Now we got Slam City.
You want some of this? Got it.
Okay, I really don't know what I'm doing.
Yo, crush him like a walnut and spring him up the south. Just it on a boy.
What do they say? Okay, now we got Double Switch.
Hey.
Hey,
Hi.
hi.
My name is Eddie.
Hi,
I
Eddie.
need your help. This is my building. And since the neighborhood really sucks,
Like this game sucks. So you're just switching different rooms and just, I don't know. What the fuck am I watching? God, shut up. This is Night Trap. This here is the cult classic of the Sega CD. The premise is that you're watching all these security cameras in this house, and you have to trap these weirdos in black. Why the hell are they wobbling all around? Could they possibly overact anymore? The traps are ridiculous. And everything that's occurring in this house happens in real time, so you're constantly switching around trying to find these guys. Fuck, just missed them. See, that's what happens. The only way to get good at this game is to play it over and over and over. That's the only way to know where these guys are going to be. Yeah, get the tennis racket. Strangely, this is the most amusing part of the game. So is this all you do? Just click around and try to catch these guys? Yes. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. I sometimes forget I'm playing a game. I think I'm watching a shitty horror movie. You got a scary guy in the shower. It's classic. Oh, she's in trouble. Uh-oh. You know what? I'm supposed to save her. That spoils the fun.
I don't believe what I just saw.
I know, this game sucks. Now we got Corpse Killer. Unfortunately, I can't even show you much about this game because it keeps freezing. I actually had a lot to say about this one, but right now, it's not fucking working. Corpse Killer, consider yourself lucky. Time Gal.
Okay, this one is really, really weird. All you have to do is hit the control pad in the right direction at the right moment, and if you're not fast enough, you die. Her voice is just annoying. This one, there's not much to say. It's just shoot, 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 reload, and shoot some more. There's some minor things that annoy me. Look in the background. This is the longest block in the world, and there's a lot of national rubber stamp companies. How do they fit so many people in the car? Then there's this big-ass van, but now this time, there's only one guy in there. There's not even a driver. Willie Beamish. Okay, in this game, you're a kid in detention. First, it's just like watching a cartoon for 5 minutes. Then an arrow appears, and you're like, oh my god, I get to do something? So you just point and click at things.
Man, I'm so bored I can't stand it.
I know, I'm fucking bored. The teacher talks to you, you come up with answers. Should I say, oh, that was my frog, Horny? The frog's name is Horny? Road Avenger. Alright, well, same concept as Time Gal. An icon appears on the screen telling you what to do, and you have to act immediately by pushing right, left, turbo, or brake. If you're half a second late, you're dead. Well, this one can't be bad, right? Remember the Genesis game, running around trying to get away from dinosaurs? Well, this is nothing like that. It's just one of those point-and-click games. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, and I get so bored with it I shut it off before I even get to a single dinosaur. I want some dinosaurs, damn it. Prize Fighter. Reminds me of Raging Bull. I wait like 8 minutes for the fight to start up, then what happens? I just get clobbered. I don't even know how to play this. I just tap buttons. All I do is just swat past the guy. How do I hit him? Do I really care anyway? Nope. Now we got Soul Feast. More like Soul Feces. Well, holy shit, I gotta be honest. It reminds me of R-Type or Light Force. And that's pretty cool. So all I gotta say is, this one's not bad. The Terminator. This one's okay too. I mean, there were some flaws. For example, the enemies are too strong, which is fine, but it's annoying when every single thing you try to blow up takes so much gunfire. Even when you're in the present time, there's no bad guys that die with one shot. And I understand when you're shooting the Terminators, they're made of metal, but these are human beings. Another thing really annoying is how difficult it can be to shoot things sometimes. I can't stand still when I'm on the stairs. You can't aim your gun without moving all around. One thing I have to say, the music's awesome. Overall, this game's okay. There's also a lot of games which are just hard to comment on, like Sherlock Holmes. It's like one of those early CD-ROM games on the PCs. There's really no gameplay whatsoever. You're just clicking around on things and collecting clues. Kind of reminds me of Carmen Sandiego, but not as memorable. There's also a Dracula game, which is the same sort of thing. You just click on things and watch little movies here and there. Speaking of Dracula, there's another one, Bram Stoker's Dracula, but this one is actually like a game. You're just going around beating the shit out of animals. Yeah, punch them, damn bats. Yeah, fucking bitches. Kick them in the face. Fucking rats. So this game's pretty funny, but the control just sucks. Especially this part where you're trying to jump these rocks. Damn. Oh, that was ridiculous. I landed right on that. Then there's all these movie scenes taken right from the movie Bram Stoker's Dracula. If I wanted to watch the movie, I'd watch the damn movie. Now we got Wonder Dog. First you get this long cartoon. Some overly happy kid is walking with his dog, everything's fine. Then some guy shows up, takes the kid away, and then the dog goes inside, his giant metal dick with balls, and he conveniently finds a costume and becomes Wonder Dog. Now we actually get into the game, and you're just shooting stars at rabbits. Yeah, kill those fucking rabbits. Can't get up there! Get up there! Damn it! Maybe someday I'll review some of these games in greater detail, but for most of them, there's really not much to say. Like this one, for example, Sewer Shark. For this game, all I have is a 2-word review. Shit Shark. The only real memorable game off the top of my head is Sonic CD, which is debatably the best Sonic game ever made, and it's definitely one of the most confusing ones too. God. Oh shit. I'm gonna be sick. Alright. The Sega CD, it was one of the first CD-based game systems of the time, so it was kind of fascinating when it came out.
problem was, it was too expensive, the technology was just too young, it just wasn't there yet, and I don't know one person who had a Sega CD. Why is that? Because it fucking sucks!
Fucking sucks.
Think about it. In order to own a Sega CD, first you have to own the Genesis. And if that's not enough, Sega made another Genesis attachment, the 32X. Yes, this ugly mushroom-shaped piece of shit was the last effort from Sega to keep the Genesis alive to compete with its nemesis. Tune in next time, and I'll tell you all about it.
Alright, let's see.
$5. You could make a random meal playing dollar menu bingo.
Anybody have fish sandwich?
Or you can get a real deal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, fries, drink, and a cookie. A $5 all-star meal is only at Carl's Jr.
He's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill stump and down in the beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
Sounds really stuck in there.
The Sega CD had its place in history. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a piece of shit, but it has a certain appeal. The 32X is the real deal. It sucks. Oh God, it sucks. You plop it on the top of the Genesis like they're mating. God, I mean, do you think that's enough add-ons? It doesn't even look aesthetically presentable. I mean, it's just like an ugly tumor. I mean, did they really need all this bullshit leeching on the Genesis? That poor Genesis is just thinking, oh, please God, take this shit off me. It's like getting gang raped. Both of its slots are getting fucked at the same time. And picture this, if it was a Model 1 Genesis, it would have been even more of a spectacular mess. And there's metal prongs you have to insert into its slot. I mean, there's something wrong here. This whole thing is just a mountain of cockadookie. So what does the 32X do? Well, it's compatible with all your 16-bit Genesis games, but it also has its own library of 32-bit games. Oh, you gotta love this. No end labels on the cartridges. May I ask why? Here's the Genesis games. You can read them. You can see what they are. If I'm trying to pick out a game, I can just visually scan my eyeballs across them without having to do this. Oh, what's this? Oh, Virtua Fighter? What's this? Oh, Star Wars? What's this? Primal Rage? The same thing as Atari. Labeled, not labeled. Labeled, not labeled. Labeled, labeled, and not labeled. Even Nintendo's guilty of the same thing. If you labeled the older games, why can't you do the same to the newer ones? Who came along and said, okay, we're going to have better graphics, better games, and oh, those end labels gotta go? When did this idea of simple convenience become obsolete? Now about the 32X, hooking up this bastard is just insane. Believe it or not, like the Sega CD, it has its own fucking power adapter. That's great. I mean, now you got 3, and trying to hook them all up at the same time is a friggin' nightmare. Let's look at the most minimum amount of effort it could possibly take. So I'm plugging into the TV. I mean, now I obviously can't plug in all 3 of these things. So here's the most basic power strip you can get. Every big store sells these things. These are common. So I plug in my fucking power strip or whatever. Here goes the Genesis, the Sega CD, and bullshit. What a load of fucking bullshit. How did they fuck this up so bad? I can't even turn it the other way because it doesn't fit. Why can I only plug in 2 power adapters? Why can't these go sideways? Or better yet, why the hell do they have these box things? Why can't it just be like this? Even the Atari 5200 with its huge ass box, it still ends with a normal plug. You know, that really pisses me off. I even have a camera, which I just bought this year, and it has a box like that. We live in the year 2007, and they can't figure out that shit like that takes up too much room? These fucking things should be banned. Have these.
Not these. So anyway, let's fire this monster up and play some Primal Rage. Great title screen, huh? There isn't even any title at all. What is this? Wait a minute. Oh, please, God, tell me what's going on. Why can't I see the characters? I'm playing Invisible Primal Rage. Alright, let's try Virtua Fighter. What the fuck? Guess what? We left something out. There's another cable which connects the Genesis to the 32X. Isn't it enough that the damn thing is inserted onto the top of the Genesis? Why does it need another connector? Look at this. It's a fucking mess. And what a perfect visual analogy. Sega invented the 32X to increase the lifespan of the Genesis. And that's exactly what the friggin' thing looks like. It's on life support. So there's Primal Rage, which, to my recollection, looks nowhere near as good as the arcade. In fact, I'm not even sure how much better it looks in the Genesis version. You got all the moves, the farting, the puking, the pissing, which I can't do, so if you want to try that out, be my guest. I mean, that's what I hate about this game, the moves. They're so awkward, especially the fatality moves. I mean, just forget about it. It's always something like hold these 3 buttons and then tap some weird combination on the control pad. I don't know why they make any moves that require you to hit up, because you know what happens? You jump. I'm sorry, but when I have to download a move list and remember all kinds of combinations of buttons, that just ruins the game for me. Then you got Doom, which is one of my all-time favorites, but the music sounds like shit. Compare it to the Super Nintendo version. Also, the Super Nintendo version has more levels. The only thing it lacks is the graphics. They're horrible. On the 32X, they're better, but my point is, everything should be better. Now you got Virtua Fighter. It was one of the first 3D fighting games, and it sure looks like it. I really hate how every time you jump, it's like you're on the moon. God, the control sucks. And the characters act like they have problems. Now we got Star Wars. Yeah, it's an arcade classic, but I don't know about this one. The graphics are balls. Everything looks like a polygon, and it's putting me to sleep. Like my Sega CD video, keep in mind, I'm limited to how many games I can review. I'm aware that I'm leaving out popular ones such as Snatcher on the Sega CD and Knuckles Chaotix on the 32X. But remember, if I don't have the game, I can't review it. It doesn't matter anyway, because I wanted to focus on the console itself. The bottom line, the 32X sucked, and it was one of the biggest failures of all time. And just to celebrate their failure, or just for shits and giggles, they released a few CD 32X games, which require both the 32X and the Sega CD. So if you happen to own both this pile of vomit and this piece of shit, you can mix the two together. So you can clearly see the 32X was just not worth it. And gamers were too smart to be suckered in because they knew this piece of junk would be abandoned shortly because the Sega Saturn was on its way. Hell, it was already out in Japan, so nobody gave 2 fucks about this beast. It cost about $150 when it first came out. And the only people who bought it, they had mechanical problems. So on top of that, there were rumors that it could damage your Genesis games. And I don't even know if that was true or not. The Sega Saturn was released in the US about 6 months later. Only about 40 games or maybe less came out for the 32X before it hit the... I mean, what kind of marketing was that? What were they thinking? And on top of that, Sega had yet another console planned in between called the Neptune, which was scrapped pretty quickly. All it was going to be was a standalone 32X anyway, which is what it should have fucking been in the first place. So not only was the Saturn on the way, but so was the PlayStation and the Nintendo 64. Gamers knew it was a better idea to just wait, and stores were selling the 32X for about $20. I got mine at a flea market for $2.50. I'm dead fucking serious. Now, excuse me. I gotta send this fucking shit back to the fires of hell.
a broken hanger.
Day.
Prepare no orifice surgery.
The Good Doctor is the groundbreaking show, so powerful,
Never contradict me in front of a patient again.
it's captivated over 33 million viewers.
I have autism.
You more than earn the right to be here.
The season's #1 new drama.
Please, we won't ever save her baby.
The Good Doctor. New episode Monday, 10/9 Central on ABC.
God, it's so dusty, dude. So dusty.
Alright, this is Silver Surfer. Silver shit. He looks so stupid. I mean, what the hell's wrong with him? He's just like... Alright, so you get this stage select thing, kind of like in Mega Man, which is good for the sake of this review, so I don't really have to beat anything to show you all the stages in the game. So it's just like one of those fly and shoot games, kind of like Defender or Light Force, you know. Nothing too special, but not bad actually. Your weapon's kind of lame, but there's power-ups which let you shoot double. The fuck? I can't touch the walls? That's right, you can't touch anything in this game, so don't fuck around. Anyway, what was I saying about the weapons? Oh yeah, there's not much else I think you can get. I mean, you can shoot backwards, like if somebody's coming behind you, and that's always a real shit sucker, because you want to concentrate on what's ahead. It's kind of clumsy to switch back, because you press the B button to change direction, and use A to shoot. Ah, fuck! I guess that wasn't a good time to demonstrate. So there you go, shooting the rubber ducky, which doesn't die. Oh, fuck! If you play this game, one thing I can guarantee is that your thumb is going to get pretty damn sore from tapping that button. There's not one instant when you can take a break. You're constantly firing away, even when there's nothing in sight, because you don't know what's coming up. I mean, there's no reason not to be shooting, and this wouldn't bother me so fucking much if you could just hold down the button and let it keep shooting, but no, of course not. So what you need is a turbo button. Whether it's an NES Advantage or an NES Max, put that other fucking controller away, press that turbo button, and never let go. So I beat the stage, though each stage consists of 2 or more sections. Now we're in the second section, and we got an overhead view, which is equally as difficult as any of the rest. Actually, I think they're worse, because you don't know what's supposed to be underneath you or blocking you. I'm assuming I can't touch these wooden parts. Uh-oh, now I'm probably fucked. Oh, never mind. I guess I can go through those. See, the graphics are so unclear as to what you're allowed to touch and what you're not. You don't know what the hazards are. Look at that. That's not fair. I couldn't see that tiny bullet coming through the trees. It's like camouflaged. And the way those waves move, it's just like a bunch of flickering blue lines. It plays with your eyes and fucks you all up. What a cruel game. I give up. I'm trying another stage. Fire Lord. Alright, another overhead. Ah, fuck! I can't believe this. You can't touch the ground. That means that you have to stay in the brown area, which pretty much limits you to about 20% of the screen. This is ridiculous. Just staying within this narrow range. It's like playing the game Operation, but with a bunch of shit flying around trying to kill you. You have such a tight space to maneuver if you want to kill these things. Come on, come on. Ah! Let's try again. Come on, come on. Oh, fuck! If only his board wasn't so goddamn long. Or if you can go diagonally, like if you can go at an angle, but you're always pointing straight, which makes it impossible to squeeze through narrow spots like this. You know, it's so easy to die in this game, and every time you die, you have to see this. This sad, pathetic image of Silver Surfer just trembling in defeat. If you play this game, this image will be burned into your retina. And how appropriate, because this picture expresses better than words my feelings on this game. Just look at it. That sums up the whole thing. What'd I say before? This game's not bad? Well, no, it isn't bad. It's fucking horrible! And I dare you to play it. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's bad, but this game just went way, way too far. The difficulty is legendary. This is the grand champion of hard motherfucking games. It doesn't fuck around. Why couldn't there be a health bar? Like 3 hits? Would that be okay? No. 1 fucking hit and you're dead. Well, then couldn't you have extra lives? Which you do, but they don't matter because when you die, you start back from the beginning of the stage. There's some checkpoints along the way, yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that when you die, you go back. Compare that to Contra or Super C. You get hit once and you're dead, but you get to continue where you left off. You don't have to start at the beginning of the stage unless you lost all your lives. If that happened, even your 30 live code wouldn't help much. Silver Surfer, on the other hand, just says fuck all that. If you're gonna play, you gotta be hardcore. So now we're in Fire Lord Section 2. Whoa, watch the fire. Oh shit! Fucking jack-o'-lanterns? Alright, let's try again. Dodge the fire, stay up and watch the jack-o'-lanterns. Oh, better watch that thing. Oh god, I gotta go down. Oh fuck! Mother. Fire's coming down. Got that part under control. Watch the jack-o'-lanterns. Fuck! Touch the damn ceiling. Fire's coming down. Jack-o'-lanterns. Oh, ass! Alright, this time I'm trying to shoot those fucking jack-o'-lanterns. Stay back. Oh, God. Alright, getting into place. Watch the walls. Oh, you fucking pumpkin piece of shit! Okay, this time stay at the top. Don't get hit. Get under that thing. Here we go. Yes! No! I can't take it anymore. You know, there's really no point in going on. It's not like there's a reward, like there's a pot of gold sitting on top of the TV. You know, if you beat the game, it probably just says the end, and that's it. So to keep playing it, you gotta be a fucking nerd. Alright, gotta watch out for these statues puking lava. God, another motherfucking pumpkin. There's so many obstacles, it's unbelievable. I can't touch that red pot! Alright, that's where I give up. Let's try another stage. I figure I gotta be able to beat at least one of them. Now this is really a bitch. I mean, all these ghouls coming at me. They got bats, jack-o'-lanterns, and now ghosts. It's like another kindergarten Halloween game. They should have just called it whatever. This is just insane. I mean, look at all this. Oh my god, so much shit. Here we go. Oh yeah, oh god, I touched the log.
Oh no.
You fucking motherfucker.
Piece of shit.
Ugh, God, I hate those gargoyles. Shit all over the place. I hate them. I just fucking hate them. Look at this. This pattern is just insane. It's basically just a bunch of lines waving across the screen. And if you go anywhere near those paths, you're dead. Once again, let's try another stage. Possessor. Well, it's not any easier, especially when I'm losing my patience. And look at this. There's so much stuff coming at you. Bullets are flying everywhere. Ugh. Let's pause this. Just look. Any of these areas are dead zones. You have stuff coming at you every which way, which means there's not one safe spot because you need to keep moving forward. So you're in danger's way all the time. You just have to play the shit out of it until you know in advance exactly what's going to happen. Unless you've played this game, you have no idea how hard it is. Let me try to explain it, okay? Imagine if I were to draw a maze on a sheet of paper. I'm asking you to draw a line from the beginning of this maze to the end. You can't run into any dead ends, and you can't touch any of the lines. Now, while you're trying to do this, I'm moving the maze to the left. It would drive you fucking nuts. And if that's a bit too theoretical to accept, then let me explain it this way. Imagine playing Mega Man 2. Imagine you have no health bar. Imagine if you get hit one single fucking time, you're dead. And is that fair? It's challenging, yes. But it's not to say that unless you're a hardcore expert, you're going to take a few hits sooner or later. Now, I'm not done. Imagine on top of that, multiply the number of enemies on the screen and give them more hit points. Imagine if you were playing Zelda and you weren't allowed to get hit once, or touch any of the walls or blocks. I mean, this game just pukes snot up my ass. I mean, it's like you touch the top of the building, you die. You touch the ceiling, you die. You touch the floor, you die. Too far to the right, you die. Too far to the left, you die. You die, you die, you die, 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 die. Oh, God, I can't fucking stand it. One last stage, and I'm sure it's no exception to the difficulty. You're just trying to avoid this stuff that's coming sideways, and then this gun appears at the top of the screen with no warning and shoots in 3 directions. Instant death. If you try to blast it away as soon as it appears, you just end up getting yourself killed too, because you need to be in the line of fire in order to shoot at it. Sometimes you come to like a blockade of enemies, just a flood of bullets coming down the whole screen.
Fuck.
It's just one big dead zone. If you're in that area, you're simply dead. So fuck it. I can't complete a single stage.
This game is so hard, it would actually be easier to go outside in a thunderstorm and try to dodge rain. It would be easier to walk barefoot without your toes or heels touching the floor. It would be easier to pick fly shit out of pepper while wearing boxing gloves. The fact that you can get hit only once pretty much means that you're weaker than every other enemy in the game. How do you die from just touching a wall? I can understand if he's flying at like 200 miles per hour and he crashes into the wall, but the fact that he just touches the wall and dies is just ridiculous. I never read any of the comics, so I don't know what Silver Surfer's powers are, but isn't he supposed to be pretty strong? So why'd they make him into a wimp? Why is he fucking up rubber ducks and weeping like a crybaby? It's like some sort of fucking joke. Like, why did they have Bruce Lee tripping over his own shoelaces? It's a fucking insult. This game should have been classic, but instead it's worthless. It's as worthless as this fucking LJN poster I have back here. Man, I was just pissing shit all over this fucking game. In fact, just thinking about it makes me feel like having an anal evacuation. Fuck.
He's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo than your diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather keep the rotten hole of a broken thumb and down in his beat. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angriest gambler. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
So I'm about to review Die Hard on Nintendo, but before I begin, I think I need to address the kind of disturbing, maybe offensive nature of the front cover.
What does this remind you of?
It's kind of, you know, it's a little, yeah, let's carry on. So is this game going to be good, or is it going to suck? We'll take a wild fucking guess. So this is the first enemy in the game, and I can't even get near him because he's shooting bullets all over the place and running away like an asshole. Get back here, you fucker. Come on! Ah, missed. Oh, now there's another guy already? God, I can't move! Now I'm out of bullets? Are you for real? If only I could get near him, I'm gonna punch the shit out of him. Come on, come on, your mother. Come on, fuck you up, come on. You know, is his other arm paralyzed or something? What's going on? Well, come on, you motherfucker, come on, I'm gonna fuck you up, come on! Yeah, got him. And how sad is this? I only killed one guy in the game so far, and I'm almost dead. Now once you're dead, the game's over, and you start back from the beginning. But at least they got the goddamn courtesy to give you a life bar. Anyway, let's take a look at the status screen so I can try my best to explain the object of this game. Well, you can see there's 39 crooks. I'm under the impression that means there's 40 bad guys in the game, and your goal is to hunt and kill all of them. And that's nearly impossible when one guy can take all your life. And that's kind of interesting. You don't usually get to know how many guys you're going to kill. Imagine if in Super Mario Brothers there was a counter telling you exactly how many Goombas and Koopa Troopas are in the entire game. Only difference, you don't have to kill them all. Alright, so you got your life bar, which is self-explanatory. Then you got a feet bar. Yeah, your feet have power too, right? You can run by holding the B button, but that drains your foot power. Now, let me ask a question. What's the difference between saving your foot power and using it to get your ass moving? Is it better to run and waste your foot power, or just walk slow and waste your fucking time? Also, if you walk over broken glass, that also drains your foot power. And I can see where they're going with this. In the movie Die Hard, John McClane's feet end up in pretty bad shape, and by the end of the movie, he's limping. Now, that's nice that they tried to make it like the movie, but there's sometimes when you should do that, and sometimes when it's really not necessary. That's like if in Lethal Weapon, if you're going around eating dog biscuits for power-ups. So, let me finish up with all this shit. You got your weapons, the items you pick, and, I don't know, some map that doesn't make any sense. Then you got some weird lock system. After a certain amount of time passes, one of the locks activates or whatever, and when all these locks activate, I assume you're dead. Well, why not just have a clock with a simple time limit? I don't know. So you can break glass, which is cool, but you can't walk over without draining your foot power, so it's not cool. Then you got outside windows, which you'd think would have some kind of purpose, but no, you just jump out and die. What's the point? Why would you commit suicide unless you don't have a clue what you're doing? It's a beginner's trap. Now what I really hate is this darkness thing. You can't see around any of the walls. Half the time there's nothing going on, you're just walking around, and he walks like there's something wrong with him. He's got like one leg. So you're just going around, and then all of a sudden you're dead, and you don't even see it coming. You can't even scratch your head. You'll just be playing, and then all of a sudden, whoa, you're dead. The power-ups are soda cans, and the best part of the game is the vending machines, because you can just shoot the soda out of them, and you're going to need it to stay alive. You can also find first aid kits to heal some of your foot power, and you can pick up flash grenades, which are supposed to stun your enemies, but I've never once been able to hit anybody with one of these damn things, and besides, why would you want to stun them when you can just take them out with a bullet? So there's a beginner and advanced mode, and from what I noticed, there's no difference except that the advanced mode starts you off at any random floor, where in the beginner mode, you'll always start on the 32nd floor. Now, let's talk about the floors. It seems you can go to any floor you want, anytime you want, that is between 31 and 35. You can use the elevators, the stairs, or even the air ducts. But how do you know where you're supposed to go? I don't know. I just find guys and kill them. There's supposed to be hostages on the 30th floor, but for whatever reason you can't go there yet, so I'm guessing that happens at the end. But anyway, if you go up to the 35th floor, there's a guy who has a key to the roof, but finding him is a real bitch because he never wants to show up until you've already tried the locked door a million times. But once you find him, you're obviously going to take a lot of bullets because there really isn't any way to dodge in this narrow hallway. Die! That's kind of weird, he's like dead in the doorway. But anyway, you take the key, you unlock the door, you go to the roof, and, well, this is the roof. Sometimes when you get here, John McClane calls the cops, and sometimes he doesn't. It's like in the movie, and I don't know if it's necessary or affects anything in the game, but it doesn't even seem like you have any control over it, so it really doesn't fucking matter. Somewhere up here there's a rope, which I don't know if it's important or not. You blow up this gym locker or whatever it is, and then he says, I'd have to be desperate to tie that on and jump off. No thanks. Are you kidding me? Have you ever had a video game character talk back to you and say, no, I'm not going to do that? Going back to Mario again, what if Mario just said, you know, I'm really not feeling up to jumping over that platform? No thanks. This is ridiculous. I mean, he won't climb down with a rope, but he'll jump out a window and fucking kill himself? So I'm taking the stairs down. Now I find some blueprint of the 5th floor. Whoa, now we're talking about the 5th floor? Take out the main computer? I'm getting confused. So I'm going around trying to kill people, and Officer Carl Winslow keeps talking to me. So I'm just walking around, waiting for whatever random stuff to happen. Then the police car blows up. I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? But then Steve Urkel comes on. I'm like, what the fuck? The graphics don't even make any sense. I don't even know what anything is supposed to be. What's this? What's that? Seriously, what the shit is this thing? What the shit is it? I just can't figure this out. This is like one of those games that you need a manual or read somebody's walkthrough on the internet. But when it gets to that, it's like, who cares? I'd rather have a mountain lion dump its ass all over my face. I'd rather unclog a shitty toilet with my bare hands. You know, I'm not fucking around anymore. Forget trying to explain how this game works. Let's just fucking do it. Back here, you motherfucker. Get back here. Look at all these bullets. Fuck. The control is so stiff, you can only shoot straight or at a 45-degree angle. There's guys around every corner, there's guys coming out of the elevator, there's guys coming out of your ass. It's crazy. Fuck! Oh, you fucking bastard. This game's being ass. Pink, goddammit. Geronimo, motherfucker. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Day.
Prepare Noir for surgery.
The Good Doctor is the groundbreaking show, so powerful,
Never contradict me in front of a patient again.
it's captivated over 33 million viewers.
I have autism.
You more than earn the right to be here.
The season's #1 new drama.
Please, we want whatever will save our baby.
The Good Doctor. New episode Monday, 10/9 Central on ABC.
He's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down in his beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Let me ask a question. What do you get when you take a movie that's ass and you make it into a game? You get a piece of shit. Now, if you get a piece of ass, that's a good thing, but if you get a piece of shit, you don't want that. This, of course, is Independence Day for the PlayStation. I don't even want to talk about this. It's making me sick. Making me sick! The first thing that sucks is just, well, look at it. How many times have you played a game where you're flying around shooting at things? It's okay, but that's the problem. It's so okay that it's not even worth existing. It's so bland and mediocre that it's hard to even come up with legitimate complaints. But don't worry, we're gonna rip into it. So this is the first stage, the Grand Canyon. The object is to take out 4 main generators on this alien spaceship. And if you forget, this annoying voice keeps reminding you.
Take out the generators exactly
There's one right here. Shoot, shoot, fuck! It usually takes a few passes to destroy it. You think that you can just turn around and hit it some more, but no, it just disappears. You're never able to spot it from a distance and use enough of your firepower to take it out, because the damn things just pop up when you're too close to be ready. I think it's a graphic flaw. Nothing appears until it's right up in your fucking face. What the ass is that all about? To describe this game's assness, all I can say is, it's very ass. Where's those fucking generators? Look, I'm going around 360 and I can't find them. Where are they, goddammit? Oh, there's one. Fuck!
Take out the generators exactly.
I wish that voice would just shut the hell up. It keeps telling me to take out the generators, as if I'm not fucking trying. The radar doesn't do diddly dick. It's too small, makes no fucking sense, and I don't like it. Trying to hit anything with bullets is impossible. Only the missiles seem to be effective. The control sucks monkey balls. If you go anywhere near the ground, you're gonna hit it. Alright, so I'm gonna get this power up down here. What, did I just fly over it? Okay, we're gonna get this next one, whatever it is. Oh, you motherfucker! You can't fuck around too much with this game because there's a time limit. And when the time's up, the alien ship just blows up everything. If you make your goals, you get to attack the ship, and then you advance to the next level. Then we got Washington, D.C., which looks like shit. Your object here is defend the E3. What's the E3? Where is it? How do I defend it? I don't know, so fuck it. Want to see more of the game? Let's use a password. Oh, God. Oh, why is it so slow? Why is it so ass? Alright, so not to name all the stages, but you got Las Vegas, Moscow, New York City, Paris, and the mothership. All I can say is they all suck, and it's all just the same.
The worst thing about this is that it makes me feel really guilty to be playing it. Like, I should be doing something better with my time. Like rolling dog turds in cement. Like, I gotta get away from this game. I gotta get out of this room. I gotta go out somewhere and do something wild. Like get a tattoo on my face of a goat holding up a baby snorting cocaine off its penis.
You know, I've played a lot of shit in my day, but this game is fuck. The lack of music, the droning effect it has, it reminds me of something very similar. Something from the past. Top Gun on the NES. While I hated it and it drove me insane, I would rather play this than Independence Day. In fact, just thinking about it is like a breath of fresh air. Makes me feel like a shitty log coming out of a buffalo's ass and landing in a bowl of M&Ms. This was a game based off a crappy 80s movie. But here, we got a game based off a crappy 90s movie. Top Gun may be a piece of shit, but at least that's a nostalgia factor to it. It's a piece of shit I might have some affection for. Video games have come a long way, and this one happens to be middle of the road. PlayStation, a lot of people feel, was the last of the classic game consoles. Personally, I think it was all over after Super Nintendo. Now, as always, I don't care if you agree with my opinions on games, but what I do care, you enjoy the video, you have a great 4th of July, drink some beers, but be safe, and most important, celebrate your independence, not to play shitty fucking games.
Alright, I'll let the one more episode now. I'm gonna cut the video short for today. Let's what this episode is. Actually having
He's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo, take a diarrhea, dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down in his beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
Alright, so there were a lot of Simpsons related games. Simpsons games up the ass. Games like Krusty's Funhouse, Bart vs. the Juggernauts, Bart's Nightmare. There were Simpsons games on just about every game console. But there's two in particular that I remember from the Nintendo Entertainment System. Bart vs. the Space Mutants and Bart vs. the World. These games rank up with the most classic pop culture memories. But if you play today, all it does is remind you how much they pissed you off.
Bringing back the horrible memories of these games can best be described like this. Imagine if you trapped a wet, smelly piece of dog shit inside an airtight container. Then, like 20 years later, you open that shit up, you take a good smell, and there you go. Welcome back.
So this is Bart vs. the Space Mutants. The plot involves aliens that are trying to build an ultimate weapon to take over the world, which sounds simple and cliche. However, in order to build this weapon, whatever it is, it requires one ingredient. Purple colored objects. What kind of time constraint were they under when they came up with that? So it's up to Bart to save the world, and this is the first level. The object is to get rid of anything that's purple. Under most circumstances, this means simply spray painting them red, but other times you have to be a little more creative to figure it out. It can mean walking across a clothesline, dropping towels over them. The aliens will never think to look under those towels. Then there's the part where you have to jump on a ball and knock over a paint can, and if you miss this paint can, the ball doesn't come back. You don't get a second chance. And keep in mind, you have to de-purpleize all the purple objects. I think you're allowed to miss a few of them, but there's not much room to fuck up. You collect coins as you go, which you're going to need to buy stuff with. The first time playing through, you're not going to know exactly what items you're going to need. And I can tell you for one thing, that key isn't necessary. And as for this whistle, all it does is summon an angry fucking crazy-ass dog that kills Bart if you take him front down. Coming to a decision where you can buy cherry bombs and rockets, how many should you buy of each? Well, there's only one instance I recall where you need the cherry bomb, and many times when you need the rockets. But how the fuck would you know that the first time? You'll end up having to backtrack to the damn store. Trying to hit the bird is just ridiculous. Your accuracy has to be perfect. Fuck! Oh god, I can't believe that missed. There you go, you fuck. These vases are also a pain in the ass. They're too short to spray when you're on the ledge, so you gotta just keep jumping and spraying. And you know, why is the Simpsons theme song still playing? It's good for the beginning, but when you have to listen to it for 10 straight minutes, what a shitload of fuck. Let's talk about the enemy. It sucks butt that you can't really kill anything, but lucky for you, they got nothing better to do than just bounce around in little patterns on the streets of Springfield all day. I also wonder why none of these aliens look anything like the ones in the beginning. Anyway, some of them disguise themselves as human beings, and you can only see them while wearing X-ray glasses, kind of like the movie They Live. These are the only ones that you can kill by jumping on their heads, but if it's not an alien, just a regular human being, then you take a hit. 2 hits and you're dead, by the way. So you always got to make sure to have your glasses selected. Come on, glasses, come on, glasses, come on. Ah, fuck farts. Sometimes I just jump on them out of pure gamble because I don't feel like selecting the glasses. You don't need to kill them anyway, but they leave behind letters. Collect them all to spell Maggie, then she'll help you during the boss battle. But besides, it's strangely satisfying to jump on those aliens' heads. After all, don't you wish you could just go around killing aliens? Not making purple things not purple? Why not just fucking shit all over and make everything brown? So you foil the aliens' plans because now there's nothing purple in existence. So what do? They change the ingredient to hats. So if it can just switch like that into anything, why not make it something like grass or water or something that's really easy to find? It just makes no sense. So you're going through the mall, stealing all the hats, because this is the only mall that has hats. Whether they're floating in the air or you gotta grab them off somebody's head, the concept is pretty simple compared to the first level. No ingenuity, just collect hats. The imagination employed is just astounding in how inconsistent it is. It's like a different person designed each level. It's also really funny that people just casually walk by. If I was walking through the mall and I saw giant bouncing donuts and killer marshmallows, walking shoes and spring jumping shoes, moonwalking shoes, paper bags with legs, paper bags with scary fucking heads, and killer towels, I think I'd shit my pants. Shit will come out of my ass. Another thing really fucked up about this mall is that a lot of the floor is covered in cement, which results in instant death. The only way to get through this shit is master some of the worst controls in video game history. This should have been the first thing I commented on, but now is the point where it's really a problem. Looking back at the first level, it takes a lot of practice to make some of those jumps. Jump and run are both the same button. The A button jumps, and holding the A button runs. Why the same fucking button? What were they thinking? So trying to execute a running jump is not possible. By hitting both the A and B button at the same time, you do a super jump. Getting used to this is required in this game. Fuck! Here we go. Gotta get the hat. Get the hat. Go! Now I'm jumping across lollipops. Gotta land on them when they're horizontal. You motherfucker! I went right through it. Alright, just one big jump. Eat my fucking shorts! There's no continues in this game either. If you get hit twice, you're dead. Die 3 times and the game's over. You can get some 1-ups, but no continues. As if it's not challenging enough.
Now, I don't have a problem with challenge, but when the challenge is based on how fucking crippled the controls are, then fuck it! Eat my shorts. Eat them good. Right after I took a shitty diarrhea dump.
So this is Bart versus the world. The title always confused me. Bart saved the world from the space mutants. Now he's against the world? The plot is basically Bart won a trip around the world by drawing some shitty picture of Krusty the Clown for an art contest. Now Mr. Burns wants the Simpsons wiped off the face of the earth, so he calls help from his relatives who happen to descend from places like China, Egypt, and the North Pole. Your basic goal is just to get to the end of each stage without dying. There's also bonus games along the way. And here we got a memory game to match the cards. I liked it when it was in Super Mario 3, but here, I just don't feel like memorizing shit. I'd rather put sticky notes all over the screen. Then you got Guess Which Igloo the Krusty Head's Under. Then you have a puzzle game, which drives me insane. Then you got a Simpsons trivia game. Then you got Dodge the Beer and Get the Krusty Heads. Krusty Heads are good, beer is bad. Makes a whole lot of sense. Then you got the stupidest fucking game in the history of games.